Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a classic intro in the car this time. Again, we're taking it back to the roots. So again, I've got another CEX haul for you guys. We're going to go to a few CEXs locally to me. I'm going to try and round up some games that I've been putting off the list for a while that I've seen, but I haven't really bothered to pick up. So let's get into it now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Right guys, so we are in the city of Stevenage, if you can even call it a city. Pretty run down in my opinion. So yeah, here we are at the window. Got a nice see-through N64. I like the Nintendo window thing there as well. But now we're going to go inside. Here's just a span of the games really. I think this CEX is always stocked up. I think this is the largest CEX close to me, which is really cool. They always have loads of PS5 games. So there's a couple of PS5 games in here which have nice covers. So here I picked up The Walking Dead Retribution. It was in a box and I'd never seen this before. This is one of the best steelbooks I've ever seen. It's just looks insane. Really captures The Walking Dead with the hands reaching up towards a new feast. As well, look at this, Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first one. Should I pick this up, guys? I've heard this is a really cool game, and the second one's just come out, and everyone's creaming their pants over it. Then we've got The Outer Worlds as well. Is this a good game for anybody? Because I felt like it was really bad and super boring. And next, we went to the PS3 section. This is Street Fighter 4 for £4. So it comes with a cover book and the game. And then as well, last but not least, these are some cool steelbooks here of The Walking Dead that I found. This CEX always has really cool steelbooks for different movies and other stuff. So here is just a lot of seasons of The Walking Dead and then just a few more movies. And then now this is the behind the glass. So we've got Blood Curse Siren down there. I think I said that wrong. Yeah, so just loads of other stuff. They got really cool controllers in the window here. We've got Saw 2 and Lollipop Chainsaw. And then down here, a game called Folklore, which is fairly expensive, £45. Never heard of it before. And then, yeah, as I was talking about the controllers, so just really love the controllers they've got here. Classic PlayStation Edge one there. Xbox section now. I love these see-through ones. I think see-through electronics are really cool. Speaking of the devil, there's another one. That one's very, very cool. 60 quid as well. So not too bad for a controller, but you can obviously get better. And then we've got a Nintendo section as well. So all of the Nintendo Switches, some handles for them. Peep this as well. That is what I got for my birthday. And then we go to an old school section here. So I think this is like Sega Dreamcast. Loads of old stuff. So a lot of retro collectors will love this nearby CEX. And as well, I saw that Game Boy game with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. That is absolutely mental. I didn't even know he had a game. And then just some classic Super Mario games as well. And then as well, I almost missed this. They got Silent Hill Collection, £38 for the Xbox 360. I might have to pick this up. Alright, now we're at location 2 in Hartford. So a nice creeper controller there. They got some old school stuff in the window as well. I saw a Pokemon, I think DVD collection there. Awesome. And then they got this 3D printed Thanos head, which I think is super sick. So we'll go inside now. Just a quick rundown of a couple of classic games. Got GoldenEye there for the N64. A couple of consoles there. A couple of Game Boy games. This as well, Pokemon Red on the Game Boy in the box as well, £95. I really want to pick that up at some point. And again, I just think Xbox really has some cool controllers on display here. Like, if I was an Xbox fanboy, I'd love to pick them up. And then as well, this caught my eye. Darkest Dungeon for PS5 inside a slip cover. So I open it up, and it has this really cool, like, foldable thing that you cut out, and it turns into a horse and carriage. So I've never seen that for a game. So that was it for Hartford. So now Welwyn Garden City, you've got a creeper Xbox 360, and this DS, which looks really cool. As well, we go inside. I've never seen these before, these sort of old school Game Boy looking handhelds. Someone told me to pick these up as well for my Nintendo Switch. Apparently they're really good. And then as well, we've got Demon Souls, £50 inside a box. So it comes with some cool stuff. As well, here it is, the worst Fallout of the franchise. And I keep seeing this Tomb Raider here. Like, is this a common thing? There's so many of these in CEXs, like loads and loads. Jericho as well, steelbook for the Xbox 360. This has been in the CEX for ages and no one picks it up. And then as well, I got a span of some Halo games. I always see these and I always think like I need to complete my Halo collection. I'd love to do a playthrough of all the Halos. And then as well, I think this is Halo Combat Evolved, the anniversary edition. So it's a really nice slipcover. And then as well, a nice span of the Nintendo Switch games which don't exist. The Nintendo Switch games in this CEX, super bare. Then I've got House of the Dead. I really, really want to pick this up. I'm debating whether I should get it for PlayStation 5 or for the Nintendo Switch. And then as well, we've got a span of Zelda games. So I really want to pick up Tears of the Kingdom. It's got mixed reviews. And then as well, I picked out Zelda Skyward Sword. Is this game good, guys? I don't really know a lot about Zelda.
Welcome back to another video, guys. This video, we got another CEX haul. Got one more bag. I'm gonna go broke doing this, all right? Like, all of my money is being spent on getting games. I keep saying I need to do other videos. So I got BioShock, the collection. I'm gonna do a review on the whole 3 games, not just the first one like I said originally. Reason is that I've done the first BioShock and then I went straight onto the second one and now I'm playing through Infinite. And with that, because I went from 1 to Infinite, I just feel like doing number 1, for me, it's just not gonna be as fun. Like, I really wanna talk about BioShock Infinite because I really enjoy it. I think it's a great game. So I'm gonna do the collection review all together. Then I'm gonna do Breath of the Wild at some point because I think that game's fantastic. And I've got some other ones lined up as well. I've got some cool ideas for some sort of, not review type videos, but other videos that talk about gaming, but like just different aspects of gaming. Like, one of the ideas I've got is that I'm gonna talk about like save rooms, the sort of the magic behind save rooms. Dark Souls Fire, I'm gonna talk about the Resident Evil save rooms, all that kind of stuff. So stay tuned for that kind of thing. And now, guys, we're gonna get into the haul. And boom, these are all the games we got today. I'm holding them in one hand. What the hell? I'm like some kind of superhuman. These are all we got. You can see there is a lot of PS4 games in this haul. I've been giving some love to the PS4 this time. So let's start off with PS3. And yeah, let's go. As well, before we start off, I actually want to shout out this ugly little fellow back here. This was a Valentine's Day present from my girlfriend. This is a Fuggler. So they are actually like, this is a Patrick Star Fuggler. So weird, isn't it? Like, look at his eyes and his teeth. They look real as well. Super weird. My girlfriend's got one and it farts when you like wave your hand in front of it. These are collectibles as well. On the box, it says collector's edition on the bottom, which is probably like a selling point. They're probably not actually collector's things. But yeah, I just want to shout out Patrick. He's a new character on the channel and he gets added to the collection. So from now on, he's going to be overseeing the channel, guys. So don't leave any rude comments down below. Otherwise, he will end up in your bedroom at 3 AM with his pants off. Right, I have been looking everywhere for this first game. I know I said in the intro that I was getting some games that I've been holding off on, and there are some heavy hitters in here, ones that I think all of you guys will enjoy and appreciate that I've picked up. But this one, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, this has been such a pain in the arse to get. Every time I've seen this is not a rare game, but every time I've seen it, it's been platinum. So annoying. So I'm really excited to get into this one. This now completes my Uncharted collection. So this is now the first collection that I've completed on the channel. Please, a round of applause down in the comments. I've been waiting to get this. So this is obviously Nathan Drake's first adventure. I'll read the back to you now. So from the multi-million selling game studio, Naughty Dog. We all love Naughty Dog. A 400-year-old clue in Sir Francis Drake's coffin sets modern-day fortune hunter Nathan Drake on an exploration for the fabled treasure of El Dorado. But stranded on a forgotten island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, Nathan's search turns deadly. Hunted by mercenaries, outnumbered and outgunned, Nathan and his companions must fight to survive as they begin to unravel the terrible secrets of the mysterious island. A pulse-pounding blend of exploration, action and adventure. Discover a world alive with intrigue and mystery, with a plot to keep you guessing at every turn. Lose yourself in stunning, exotic locations, filled with intense shootouts, puzzles, and high-speed chases. I mean, to me, sounds right up my alley. I really enjoy Uncharted. I remember the first Uncharted I ever played was Uncharted 3, and I absolutely loved it. I've never played 1 or 2 either, so I thought it was fitting to get 1 and 2, obviously, to play. I haven't played number 4 either, but I've watched a playthrough of number 4 and it looks so cool. I remember playing it on PS4 around a mate's house because I don't have a PS4. which is weird because I've got PS2, PS3, PS5, but I just don't have a PS4. So I got an Xbox One instead. So shoot me in the comments if you're a PlayStation fanboy. But this sounds really, really fun. Like, and I know obviously this is action heavy, lots of gun shooting, sort of some puzzles in here as well, which is right up my alley, as I've said before in previous videos. I'm a massive guy for puzzles, and as well, like, this is a lot of exploration. So this will be a nice pickup to add to the collection. Also excited as well that it completes my Nathan Drake collection, I guess. I can now put a little shrine up of him somewhere in the background, maybe in a different video. Ha! Gay! But yeah, so Uncharted Drake's Fortune gets added to the collection. All right, guys, next one up is, I don't know, a game I've never heard of before. I've never seen this. This is Timeshift for the PlayStation 3. It's a very interesting concept. So basically, it's a first-person shooter, and it's got elements of sort of time travel and time dilation and all of that. So in this, a huge part of the combat mechanics, as you would say, is that you can slow down time, stop time, all of that, which, you know, adds to the gameplay, makes it a bit more fun. Everyone loves shooting in slow motion. Like, as I've said before, with the whole Max Payne 3 or Max Payne franchise kind of thing, the whole slow motion diving to the left or the right and shooting the guys is amazing. Like, it's super cool. With this, the story is that people in this timeline have created time travel, and from that they've created these suits. They've created the alpha suit and the beta suit. So the alpha suit, I believe, is the more advanced version of the suit. It's like military grade, has all the capabilities to time travel, to stop time, all of that. So it's a really high-tech suit. And then the beta suit is basically just a downgrade from that. It's a very basic suit. I don't believe it can time travel very well. So what happens in this is that when they create it, there's a scientist called Dr. Crone, I believe, and he rigs the laboratory where they're creating these suits to explode. And he steals the alpha suit and travels back in time, uses his knowledge of time to basically rig the system and make himself ruler. And there's like a whole rebel uprising because of that. Now, this guy who you play as, he's an unnamed protagonist, but he's a fellow scientist. He takes the beta suit, follows him back in time, and tries to stop him. He comes across like a fortress where this guy's holed up, and he has like this AI in his suit that brings him back to the future safely, because the fortress is like a death trap, pretty much. The protagonist is very underarmed to defeat the fortress and get access to it. So the AI brings him back to the future, but during the process, the suit breaks pretty much. So he can't return to the future. The only thing he can do is join the rebels that are rebelling against this leader, and he'll help them destroy the fortress, and he'll have to use the suit that the villain uses to get back to his own timeline. I've looked up gameplay of this. It doesn't look too bad. It looks a bit dated right now. It really reminds me of like Wolfenstein, sort of the older ones, where it's very much like you are in an enclosed space. There's lots of winding paths, and it's just run and gun shooting pretty much. Sure, there's like different weapons. I've seen you have an assault rifle, shotgun, all of the classic guns you would normally have, and it's just set in an alternate timeline, really. It's set in a place called Alpha District, which is a made-up place, and he has to lead the rebels to basically take back Alpha District with all of his time dilation powers. So I'll read you the back. Master time to become the ultimate weapon. Dr. Aidan Crone has made a time jump across the space-time continuum, a reckless act with frightening consequences. Now, a disturbing alternate reality has evolved within the bleak and rain-soaked Alpha District. Armed with the experimental beta suit, you are alone and are able to slow, stop, and reverse the flow of time. Only with this ability can you lead the uprising to victory and put an end to Crone's madness. So as I said, Crone, the big bad of this one. You can stop, slow down, reverse time. I saw gameplay where there's like burst pipe with fire, and you stop time so you can walk through the fire. It's very cool. Like, I hope there's puzzles to solve with the time stopping and the time reversing and all of that. That would be really cool to see. I'm excited to play this one. I've not heard of this. I'm pretty sure the the main companies that made this aren't around anymore. It's made by Sierra and Saber Interactive. So I don't know if they've been swallowed up by a different company now, or they just went bust and completely went away. But as well, I think it's developed by Havoc, so they're a pretty big game company. So I'm excited to play this. This seems like a cool, possibly underrated game. Who knows? But that's Timeshift added to the collection. Right, I'm going to do these next two together. So we've got Ratchet and Clank Q-Force and Ratchet and Clank All for One. Now, I've been putting these ones off for a bit of time. So you can see from the price, one's £12, one's £15. And I like to buy a lot of games at one time. When you buy games that are like £10 or over and you buy a lot of them, obviously the price adds up, as you know. So I saw these I went to a couple of CEXs. I've seen these loads of times, but Q-Force one, I've seen this with a damaged case loads of times, but I finally found it with a nice case. And All for One, I just saw it and picked it up because, as I said in the intro, I just want to get games that I've been putting off massively. So really nice to add these to the collection. I love Ratchet and Clank. I'll read off the backs of these. So this is Ratchet and Clank All for One. With friends like these, who needs enemies? Marooned on a mysterious alien planet, our heroes, Ratchet and Clank, are forced to team up with the bumbling Captain Quark and their arch enemy, Dr. Nefarious. Can this unlikely bunch work together to find their way back home? You decide. Play solo or join forces with up to 3 friends in a hilarious galactic adventure. So yeah, this is sort of co-op heavy, I would say. I think that's the reason why I never bought it before. But it's really cool. So obviously Ratchet and Clank, the classic duo, are working together again. You've got Captain Quark, who's such a funny character. He's just such a dumbass all the time. And then you obviously got Dr. Nefarious, who is the villain in the whole franchise. Like, he's the worst villain. I think there's been a couple of villains in Ratchet and Clank, but he's the one that keeps returning. So he's very funny as well. He's actually quite a bad villain, sort of like Dr. Doofenshmirtz kind of thing. He's very close to Dr. Doofenshmirtz. Like, he'll do evil stuff, but he just like doesn't do it properly, and then he always gets beaten in the end. And then as well, we got Ratchet and Clank Q-Force. So on the back, call in the Q-Force. Retired Galactic President Captain Quark searched in vain for space adventure until a mysterious supervillain plunged 3 planets into chaos. Now, with help from Ratchet and Clank, it's up to the Q-Force heroes to strike back against massive alien invasion. Fire up crazy gadgets and weapons like the hover boots and thunder smack. Defend your base with warmonger turrets, electro barricades, and morpho mines. Play solo or team up with a friend as Ratchet, Clank, or Captain Quark. So again, I think they really went sort of heavy into like the co-op kind of stuff, which I have no problem with. Like, as long as the story is still fun and light-hearted, I don't really care about co-op. But yeah, as well, you can play this on the PS Vita, just there, free download code. So I never had PS Vita, man. I had a PSP. I didn't play it too much. It was more of my brother's one. But yeah, never got the PS Vita. People say PS Vita is such a clutch handheld. They say it's so cool. So I might have to pick one up and like mod it out one day. I don't know. But I'm really glad to add this to the collection. I really love Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank there's not much to say about it. Like, there's not any sort of crazy gameplay mechanics. Like, you literally go in, it's a run and gun platformer game, super easy. Like, I ended up playing the first time ever Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, and that got me into gaming so much. Like, an easy platformer, shooting baddies, loads of guns, funny dialogue and funny story, super light-hearted, not entirely hard, but yeah, we are one step closer to completing the franchise. Right, and that was it for the PS3 games. So now we're on to the PS4 games. I won't spoil them for you. So we got like 7 PS4 games here. So the PS4 is getting hella love, like so much love right now. The collection up there is slowly growing with the PlayStation 4, and I hope to get some more games for it. Right, next one up, I've got a poo-covered Titanfall 2. You can see it just there. There's a massive poo stain on the back as well. Mate, what's going on with CEX? I swear they must get these games in and just wipe their ass with it sometimes. I don't know why you just don't, like... I understand that obviously you're running a business, like, you've got so many people selling their games, but just giving it a quick wipe down, like... I wipe down my games most of the time anyway. Like, when I get the stickers off, I wipe them down as well. So I'm pretty sure I got sick, like really sick, a few months ago from taking stickers off of the CEX cases. Like I was picking off stickers and obviously touching my mouth and my face. And I think I picked up a new strain of a virus or some shit because I was really ill, like for a few weeks. It was bad. So Pooh covered Titanfall 2, so let's get into that. Okay, so with Titanfall 2, you basically play as the main character. His name is Cooper, and you also have his mech suit, which is BT, followed by a load of numbers, but we'll call him BT for this. In this, you basically play as the rifleman, and you're new, basically like a cadet, really. You get paired up with another lady who's going to take you through initial training. During the initial training, some shit goes down. You're trying to fight off some militia, and the militia kill off the woman who has this secret mission, and in her dying breath, she passes it on to the Cooper rifleman guy, who you play as, and she passes on the ownership of BT to Cooper. So now Cooper and BT are linked. BT, the mech suit, will always protect Cooper. If you've seen the ending, then hey ho. This is a cool game, to be honest, a cool game. No other game I've seen really utilizes mech suits. I mean, I've seen in Helldivers, there's a mech suit in that, which is so fucking cool to play with. But this is a lot of parkour, a lot of wall running, quite Black Ops 3-esque. I think they came out in the same year, Titanfall 2 and Black Ops 3, so sort of that futuristic stuff going on. As well in this, there's like sort of time travel kind of stuff. So there's a main plot point. There's like a secret weapon that changes time. It can somehow destroy entire planets. So they're trying to keep it out of the reaches of the militia. And this game is basically you trying to stop the militia from seizing this secret weapon. This BT mech suit is with you. You control both of them, so it switches between one and the other. And yeah, it's a first-person shooter. It looks really fun, set in the future as well. Yeah, this is awesome. Awesome pickup. I've never played Titanfall ever. I know the first one was, I believe it was a multiplayer-only game. The problem they found with it, the developers, was that, or EA developed this. So what EA found, the problem with it was that people were playing the game, seeing, oh, like, it's a cool game, whatever, and then just dropping it after a while because there was no single player campaign to keep them playing it. So with Titanfall 2, when it came out, they had multiplayer and they added a single player campaign. I've not heard too much about the campaign, to be honest with you. I haven't heard a lot of reviews about it. I know it's a very sad ending, which is cool. Like, well, not cool, but you know, a sad ending drives home the points of the campaign. Like, I think a sad ending is memorable. So good pickup. If you guys have played this, let me know what it's like. I've never seen the first Titanfall sold on disc. I don't know if it even came out on disc. I've never seen it before. Possibly came out on PlayStation. So I'll keep an eye out for it. But yeah, Titanfall 2, another great pickup. All right, with this game, you guys are going to applaud me in the comments for picking this up. Everyone loves this. We got Bloodborne for the PlayStation 4. Now, this game, I've heard so many good things about this. This is like probably people's like second best outside of Elden Ring, probably. Elden Ring gets all the praise. Dark Souls 1 started it off. You could argue it was Demon Souls that started it, but everyone loves Dark Souls. I'd love to do a video on Dark Souls one day about like the messages behind it. I think that'd be a cool video. People do it all the time, so it's a saturated market, but whatever. But yeah, Bloodborne takes place in like gothic settings. You play as the hunter on the front, and the gameplay mechanics in this are so cool. Like, he has, on the front you can see he has a pistol in one hand and a cleaver in the other. So, I don't believe there's shields in this game. I don't think there is, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But on your left hand you can choose to have a gun, and it's normally like a single shotgun, so it'd be like a flintlock pistol kind of thing, or a musket. And you can shoot a gun to sort of stagger an enemy, and then with the cleaver on the front, you can actually switch it from folding in half to being long. So with sort of gameplay and techniques of battling bosses, you've got a huge learning curve to get past with that. I know like a lot of people play Bloodborne, they get so good at it that they can stagger the enemy, and then mid-attack they can change it from folded to unfolded, and it will do a different kind of animation and will, you know, take bosses off guard and stagger them even more. I think it deals a bit more damage as well, possibly. As well, you can choose to do short attacks and fast attacks with the folded version. And then the long attacks, obviously when you're standing far away from the enemy, you might be able to hit them with the reach. Super cool. They've never done that in any other FromSoft game. So this is the only one that has it. I know for a fact people have been begging for a remaster for this game. And I don't think it's graphical issues, because the graphics on this are pretty decent. Although they could do being touched up. But people just don't like the frame rate on this game. I think it's capped at about 30 frames per second, something stupid like that. People on PC want it way higher because that's what they can get. Obviously, people on console would, you know, if Bloodborne came out on new gen consoles, people would eat it up massively. But I'll read you the back. Hunt your nightmares. A lone traveller, a cursed town, a deadly mystery that swallows everything it touches. Face your fears as you enter the decaying city of Yaharnam. A forsaken place ravaged by a terrible, all-consuming illness. Scour its darkest shadows, fight for your life with blades and guns, and discover secrets that will make your blood run cold, but just might save your skin. Oh. This is one of those games that's really cool to play in October, like Halloween time. But Bloodborne can be played at any time of the year, so don't be afraid. Okay. Bloodborne, I've heard such good things about this game. Is, you know, one of the top-rated FromSoft games. I've played the beginning before because it came out on PlayStation Plus, and I just wasn't in the mood to play a FromSoft game, so I only played the beginning bit. I think I got up to the first boss, defeated him, and then stopped playing. Which is very bad of me. Like, I really hate leaving games, like not finishing games. It really pisses me off. I try to finish them, but sometimes you just can't finish them. And we're not here forever, so if you don't want to finish a game, don't finish it. But I'm very excited to play this game. I really, really want to get into Dark Souls. I really want to sink my teeth into a FromSoft game again. So this is top of the list right now. I've still got to play Dark Souls 2 and 3. And I've got to play Elden Ring again because I love Elden Ring. I've got to get Elden Ring on disc as well, but Bloodborne added to the collection. It's about goddamn time. I come across this all the time and I just think like, I need to pick this up. The Game of the Year edition is double the price. This is £15. So Game of the Year edition is £30. I've heard that you can buy Bloodborne and then buy the DLCs for cheaper than you can buy a Game of the Year edition. So that's why I sort of just went, I'm gonna stop putting it off and I'm just gonna get this, so. And as well, this has a reversible cover, so I'll show you the front here without the glare. So that's the front cover right now. Changes to this. So this is the front cover that I really like way better. Sort of more of a grayscale one, but I think it looks way cooler. And as well, like it keeps the PlayStation 4 symbol up there and there with both covers. I wish more games would do that. If they're gonna do a reverse cover, like keep that on there. It really annoys me when you have a reversible cover and it looks so sick, and then you put it on the shelf and it doesn't have that. It's such a weird thing to be annoyed about, but I just want it to be all in line, you know. And next up, we've got Doom 2016. So I've never played a Doom game before, never played any of the originals, so this will be my first one. But this is literally like a slaughter fest, blood fest, gore fest kind of game. This is literally, you play as this overpowered like human guy here in his sort of suit of armor, space, well, astronaut kind of suit. And he just goes around killing monsters and demons and shit in like, I'm pretty sure it takes place in hell or some shit. I'll read the back though. Fight like hell. The Union Aerospace Corporation's facility on Mars is overwhelmed by demons. Only one person stands between their world and ours. As the Doom Marine, you're here to do one thing. Kill them all. Intense single player, brutally fast, destructive guns and upgrades, relentless demons. Fast-paced multiplayer, arena combat, player customization, unique modes, playable demons. Near limitless gameplay. Download new game experiences or create your own with SnapMap. Oh, that's cool, I didn't know that. So it looks like you can create your own levels on this, which sounds really cool. The multiplayer on this is going to be fucking dead, so I'm not even going to try that. But single player, this is one of those games where, as I said, if your boss pisses on your desk, then you can have a go at this, right? You can blow off some steam on this game. It's fun, pretty much easy. Blow off some steam, let your dark side come out, let you fight your demons while fighting demons kind of thing. Yeah, I'm excited to play this. It sounds like just such a fun game to play. I'm kind of pissed off a little bit as well because I saw that I came home and I saw this white line at the top just there, and I was like, oh, the cover inside must be flipped over. So I tried to pick it up like that, and it didn't come up, and I was like, what the hell? I opened it up, and that's what it looks like inside, and I was like, what the hell is this? And it's basically a CEX reprinted cover, which is it's super annoying. Like, they normally have it as a triangle at the top of the cover, and I just think, like, why would you buy a reprinted cover if you can buy the same game for the same price? I think if it's a reprinted cover, they should take it like £1 off or something, but that'll probably be too much work in the system for so many games. Why I think it's happened like this, because there's no triangle on the front that says reprinted cover, so it's not clear that this is reprinted unless you look really close. I saw that it has the original CEX stickers on the back from like ages ago. You can see on the front there, it's quite a nice font, neat font. And then on here, it's quite a weird, different font there. So kind of annoying. I am going to take this back because I just don't want it. I'm going to be honest. Like, if I'm going to build a collection, I want to do it properly. And I just don't want a reprinted cover. Like, Doom is not a rare game. So I'm going to take it back and get the real cover. Right, boom, next one up, Zombie Army 4, Dead War. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. I mean, I remember when Zombie Army first came out and I really wanted to play it because I was so into zombies at the time. It came out a while ago and I really wanted to play it and I just never picked it up. This is from the same people that make Sniper Elite. So it's like a zombie version of Sniper Elite, kind of. Like the same gameplay mechanics. Obviously, you're just fighting off hordes of zombies. So this is number 4 as well. I've only ever seen this one. I've never seen 1, 2. I've definitely never seen 1 or 2. I might have seen 3, but number 4, I've seen everywhere. Like, I saw it when it first came out, and it looks super cool. So I'll read you the back as well. If you thought you were safe, you're dead wrong. Great banter there. The year is 1946. Europe lies in ruins, torn apart by the nefarious Plan Z. A brave band of heroes cast the Führer into hell, but little do they know, Hitler's hordes are back for more. Face the darkness in single player or team up with friends as you blast your way through Nazi undead in this spine-chilling shooter from the makers of Sniper Elite 4. I told you, Sniper Elite guys made this, and it says it on the back. Yeah, this is, Sniper Elite looks really cool as well. I do want to get the whole franchise of that because I do want to play through it. Zombie Army looks sick. I don't think people really fucked with this heavy. Just because I've never seen a good review about this. I've never really seen it talked about ever. I don't know if there's even a heavy story to this. It just looks like fun. Just going around, blasting your way through hordes of zombies. Like, I think there's a real lack of proper zombie games. Like, anywhere in the media. Like, you've got Resident Evil, which is... It's not really a zombie game, is it? Like, number 2 is, and like at some points it is massive. Well, yeah, it is. Number 1 is a zombie game until you get maybe halfway through, then it features other monsters. Number 2 and number 3 are like heavy with zombies. Number 4 is not really at all. It's more like, it's like parasites that infect people, so sort of, but I wouldn't say it's zombies. And then you've got number 5, which I haven't played, and number 6 that I haven't played. And I don't think they're heavy zombies. They're more action. Days Gone as well is out there. That's a very heavy zombie game focused towards bikers. So that's a pretty cool take on the story. Yeah, I'm really excited for this one. This seems like a cool game to play. Obviously, you've got X-ray kills and stuff. You've got horde modes. Loads of different weapons you can fight back the hordes with. So I'm really excited to play this game. Alright, so another gameplay heavy game. We've got Destroy All Humans for the PlayStation 4. So obviously this is a remake of the original, I think it was 2009, Destroy All Humans. I believe that came out on, I want to say PS3 or PS2, but it's a fairly old game. So in Destroy All Humans, you play as the main character, the alien. His name is Crypto, or known as Crypto for short. And he basically just invades Earth in the 1950s. So, you know, like 1950s, 1960s, alien sightings and research was so massive. It was so heavy. Like, nowadays you don't really get it. But back then, yeah, crazy amounts of alleged UFO sightings. With this, it's really just like gameplay heavy. So you invade Earth as an alien, you just kill loads of humans with different types of weapons. You can use the environment to kill them, and you've just got to invade Earth pretty much. I believe the whole thing, the reason why you invade Earth is that Earth, or humans, I was about to say Earthlings, I'm not an alien, I promise. The humans have like Krypton DNA in their brain stems or something. So I think you have to go to Earth to extract that. And you do it with an assortment of weapons. It's super fun, really gameplay heavy. It reminds me a lot of whatever that goat game is called. You play as a goat and you just go around doing random stuff. It really looks like that from gameplay. Like you've got objectives that you have to do. And as soon as you complete that objective, you can move on to sort of the next stage. So like you might have to drown like 5 humans and then destroy 3 cars, and then you can move on to the next bit and all that. But I'll read the back. So, the cult classic returns. Terrorize the people of the 1950s Earth in the role of the evil alien Crypto-137. Harvest their DNA and bring down the US government in the faithful remake of the legendary Alien Invasion action-adventure. Annihilate puny humans using an assortment of alien weaponry and psychic abilities. Reduce their city to rubble with your flying saucer. One giant step on mankind. That's a pretty cool throwback. Obviously, Neil Armstrong, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, one giant step on mankind. I don't mean to patronize you guys by saying that. I just realized how that sounds. Awesome. I'm excited to get into this game. This sounds like great fun. So again, if my boss pisses on my desk, I'll be picking this up. And last game. So I've been looking to get this game for a while. This is the Nathan Drake collection. So I have now completed, I think that actually fully completes my Uncharted collection. I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now I've got the collection as well. So I can play all the remastered versions of all 3 games, which is awesome. As well, you get access to Uncharted 4 Thief's End multiplayer beta. Yes! I can't wait to play that, man. I've been wanting to play it for ages. Wow, I hope there's so many people online. I really hope everyone's there and we can all have like really full lobbies to choose from. That'd be so great. I've spoken about this in the beginning. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, all in one disc. I like when game developers do this, like when they just get all of the games together, they remaster them all, or whatever they do, and they just put them all on one disc. For me, I don't have to bust out the PlayStation 3 all the time and plug in my PlayStation 5 controller and play it wired. I can just stick this in the PlayStation 5, download it, play it until it's completed, and that's it. So I won't say too much more on this because I've spoken about Uncharted to death. You don't want to hear any more about Uncharted. Such a great franchise, by the way. I'm sad that it's now over, but I think it was best to end it. Like, we've had a fair few games out of this. If they do make another one, it's just going to be shit. It always is. Like, the only thing they can do is say like, oh, he has like a secret son or a secret daughter, and they grow up to be another, like a treasure hunter just like him, and just end it. Stop trying to money grab, make a new story. But yeah, excited to get into these. I'll play these at some point soon. Yeah, as I said, I haven't played 1 or 2, so excited to see what those games are about. And that's added to the collection. All right, and that was it, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to the channel. If you're a new viewer and you like this kind of content, please subscribe down below. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so that'd be a great help if you could go down and subscribe. Or if not, fuck off to another channel. I'm joking. Please stay, please. I need to feed my children. Back to what I was saying. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. For all you guys that are always here, thank you so much for watching again. Thank you everyone that leaves comments on the videos. As I say every video, I love reading your guys' comments. I love replying to everybody. If I don't get to you, I'm actually very sorry. I do try and get back to everyone. So please don't think I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. If you want to see anything new, I know a lot of you guys have been asking about gameplay stuff. I did try and do a bit of gameplay on my TikTok, and it just seems a bit weird to do at the moment. I have ideas for other sort of videos. Like, I would like to do more videos on topics of gaming other than gameplay. I figured out that I can get gameplay off of my PlayStation 5, so I can record up to about 3 minutes of gameplay. I can download it to the PlayStation app and then save it on my phone. and then I can upload it to YouTube and edit it. So that's really cool. I can stop searching online and doing a massive credits list at the end of the video or down in the description of people that I take footage from. But yeah, I'm massively grateful for the people that put footage out there. Like, without them, I wouldn't be able to make videos as engaging as they can be. And as well, Patrick says bye. So yo, hold up, Patrick, man. That is sus. What is going on? No, this guy, I'm sorry you had to see that. If you got children watching, I'm sorry. I'm having a word with him. That aside, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya!